Gotcha. Coming up next, Brawling News number 132. It's going to be an all MMA edition of Brawling News. We're going to talk about Alistair Overeem and how he can now work in the state of Nevada. God bless America. We're also going to talk about Jeremiah Riggs and how WWE is never going to touch him again, but he may be working over in the MMA. We're also going to talk about Eddie Alvarez and the cluster that his whole contract has turned into. And we're also going to touch on Bellator and their hunt for future talent. All that and more coming right up. Here at Alternate Reality, all new comics are 15% off every day for everybody. That's right, all my new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone. All you got to do is stop in here and pick it up anytime during the 7 days that book is new. So be sure to stop off here at Alternate Reality and pick up this week's new comics for 15% off all the time, only at Alternate Reality.
It used to be Frightened Wrestling. Now it's all just Brawling News. Whatever.
Candy crushing? Now you've gone too far. Brawling News, episode 132. Stiff upper crust.
Fight, 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 fight! Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
Brawling News, kids!
Brawling News, specifically MMA news. And it's coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all my new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone. Bo!
Yes?
Bellator has expressed an interest in signing who?
Well, it's 7:30 on the 12th of January as we're taping this.
Oh, fine.
Right now,
Date the show. Date the show.
Right now, on Showtime, the last Strikeforce card is being aired. Bellator has said they are more than willing to sign any former Strikeforce fighters that the UFC doesn't decide to sign, which means they're willing to sign any fighters that the UFC think can't fight. Because they would have signed them. If they could fight, they would have signed them by now. But Bellator said, yeah, we might pick up a couple extra scraps.
Well, Bellator seems to want to sign Eddie Alvarez, and that's got all sorts of problems.
It has gotten major league ugly. Eddie Alvarez is under contract to Bellator. His contract effectively is up. UFC made him an offer which Bellator matched, and then after UFC made him match the offer, Bellator, which is owned by Viacom, decided to sue Alvarez for breach of contract and sue other 5 parties for interference. Alvarez's lawyer said they didn't actually match the deal, which involved guaranteed title shots, pay-per-views, network appearances, T-shirts, reality shows, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And so this fight for a relatively talented fighter has gotten really, really ugly. And while this is going on in court, Alvarez can't do anything. So he's just sitting around the house with no money.
Great.
It's not good.
No, it's not good.
It sucks.
The man needs an income.
He needs money, you know. He's got kids. He's got a family.
He should put some signed photos on eBay or something.
He might do that.
Taco Bell's hired.
Yeah, Taco Bell's always hired.
He could go to shows and say the unsigned hero.
Bo?
Yes.
A man who is working, though, at least in the state of Nevada, is Alistair Overeem.
Alistair Overeem. He passed. He's got his fight license in Nevada. He can actually fight at UFC 156.
Yay!
He submitted. Now he was suspended for only 9 months. So that's 9 months. Yes. In that 9 months, yes, he submitted to the Nevada State Athletic Commission 5 drug tests, all on his own, not asked for. He said, "Hi, here's some urine tests at Sam Clean.
Here's some pee."
And then in November and December, they also tested him again. So when Overeem stood in front of them a couple of days ago, the actual hearing took a whole 10 minutes. And they went, "Yeah, you got your license. Go back and fight."
Jeremiah Riggs. Jeremiah Riggs. If you watch WWE's Tough Enough, you may remember that name. But this is not a wrestling story.
No. Jeremiah Riggs, who was in Tough Enough, he was the guy whose teeth came out. He was the hillbilly guy. He was very, very talented, but he went down to Ohio. He went down to the developmental territory of the WWE after Tough Enough was over with and made a right roll prick of himself. And everyone wanted to hate him, including guys from the Shield. They wanted to kick the living crap out of him because he was just acting like a jerk. So
not a heel jerk, but an actual
jerk. Like, I'm better than every one of you here, even though you guys have been wrestling longer than I have, and I've only been on a reality show. And so everyone, specifically Seth Rollins, said, "You know, if I was outside right now, I would beat the living crap out of you."
You, sir, are a moron.
Right. So, but he burned off of his wrestling bridges. He signed on to fight with Bellator, so he may be popping up on TV. Also, the female Ivelisse, the Huntress Velez, who also was on last season's Tough Enough. She was the Hispanic chick who her knee went out, and Stone Cold hated to cut her.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause
She
her
also
knee got screwed up.
yeah, she wants the developmental. They said she got a reputation of being a diva, so they cut her as well. But she's going to fight MMA here in Chicago on March the 2nd. She's fighting at the Cicero Stadium here in Chicago. And she's going to be
Cicero
making
Stadium.
There's a stadium apparently somewhere. I think it's that stadium out there. You know where the toy show is?
Oh yeah. That's the arena. No, not the arena.
The Toyota Arena or something like that. But there's an
Okay.
arena. There's an arena out there where she's going to be doing her MMA debut there. So her wrestling career is more or less over unless she signs with TNA, which isn't likely to happen. So she's going MMA.
And it is now 7:33, and this news is ancient.
Oh
It's
my
ancient
God!
as they-
Time is passing!
It is so out of date. It is at least 3 minutes out of
It
date
ain't getting
now.
any fresher.
And it ain't getting any fresher, so we're going to get out of here before it starts stinking the place up. Go to the store's website in the meantime. Check out all the
It
Brawling
stinks
news.
on ice!
This man sends me, I post up there. Bo!
Yes.
Bo!
Yes.
Bo!
Sarah, tell him. I'm in the mood for some fish.
www.myalternaterally.com. Every time you go there, an angel shoots Sambuca.
So go to the store's website. Check out all of his news. Until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is Bull.
Saying,
Sanctimonious.
happy trails, kids!
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.